Talk to me, man. Yes, sir. Come on. Yeah. Let's do it, people. Come on now.
Cause once you get inside, you can't change your mind on me. It's not invasion,
Wait,
but
are
you
we
gotta
on?
promise,
Is
baby.
getting fancy today?
Don't even get me started here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not even Sunday. Everybody be testifying. You know what I'm saying? Getting kind of heated in here already. Let me take the shades off. Stop playing. What's happening, man?
Man, you a fool, bro.
Look, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got started yet.
Man. Oh, my God. Y'all doing good today.
Doing solid, man.
Hey, Fullo, I
Doing solid.
got something else for y'all, man.
You said what?
Gotta come prepared. What?
This guy.
Come on, man.
Too much. Too much. You gotta reel it in, young fella. We too old now. Hey, you know what's weird is they were too old then.
There we go.
Hold on. We got let 40 do whatever 40 doing.
I don't.
I got my fan. I got my Japanese jacket.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so hold on.
No,
We gotta
no,
break that. We gotta break
I'm
this. We
not
gotta break
actually gonna wear
all of this down. We gotta break all
Hey,
this down.
Fit check. Come back.
So
Nah, come back. Hey,
What?
work it, bro. Go ahead, put it on. Put it on for him. Give him a
Oh,
spin.
we gotta go ahead and be like, hey, bro.
Give us,
Hey.
yeah. Nah, turn the hat to the side. Wear it like T.I.
hold on.
I need you to pretend it's 2007. We're like T.I.
Man,
Perfect.
Oh, look at us on time and early. Look at us on time and early. I like it.
Cheddar gotta get his shit together. Hey.
I hope he does soon, because by the end of this cup.
Man, yo, this is during the era where you had to get off the phone so you can get on the internet.
Okay, I don't think I ever called Kobe during that time period, but I feel like Kobe was a big stickler of it's not after 7 yet. So call me back.
Oh yeah.
Get off the phone, start calling me.
Bruh.
Yeah.
3 after 7 was luxury, man. Everybody else had after 9.
Hold on. Kobe might be on the same plan that he was on in 2002. It might still be that way. Like, have you ever noticed over the past 10 years he never texts us before 9? Like, he never does anything before 9.
No comment.
Okay.
Please
All
right.
When 40 get ready, we'll get this thing popping.
All right, bro. And then you gotta give people time to settle in, grab a drink, relax a little bit. And before we do all that, though, we gotta analyze 40's outfit. There's been fashion tragedies that have happened before in America, but nothing on this level. This man has a Japanese jacket, a WWE Raw T-shirt, Mardi Gras
I have
beads,
some.
and a Green Bay Packer fit.
The Green Bay Packer flag, baby.
Man,
With Mardi Gras beads.
That's what I said. That's a Mardi Gras.
Shout out
Bro,
Mardi Gras.
that's not it. That's not it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm about to use a little feature that I learned a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? In preparation of the live, I've been doing my Googles. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing my little research. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hurt nobody. Apparently, you can share the live with people. I'm about to try. We about to let people know. Unlike most black podcasts and black productions, we on time. All right. It's probably because we got 1/4 of the group is white.
Quarter black.
Exactly. It all balances out in the end, is what I'm saying. Like,
Hey, folks, sit your ass down, man. We about to get the joint rolling.
you're making everybody uncomfortable with your whiteness. Yo.
Get comfortable
Doing
with
the
it.
most. I'm
Push
just
your
doing the most.
whiteness away.
I'll shout out the 76ers though.
Man,
Nah.
all right, man. All right. We already know. Shoot,
Never.
I'm Woody Woody too. I'm here with my partners, and I'm gonna go through and introduce these folks and give them a little shots out or whatever. This is the first one. This is the first one. Yeah. First and foremost, man, I'm gonna shout out the big homie K Monk. Shout out, man. That's the big homie,
All right.
my oldest friend. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to him. We got some announcements for the people. You got something for us?
Ask some voice.
You got something? You got
Oh.
something for us?
It's like one of those
Let me
office
check my notes.
presentations. There's like, and now I'm going to turn it over to Brad from accounting. Brad from accounting is just like, huh? Like, what?
So genuine, man. That was such a genuine response. What I got?
All right. All right.
Like, what do you mean?
My other partner down there, met him in college. One of the homies since freshman year.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Shout out, what was it, Reynolds?
yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
yeah.
Shouts out.
Ooh.
What?
Freshman.
UNCG, stand up,
Yes.
stand up.
UNCG.
336, stand up.
So shouts out to him, you know what I'm saying? 40, you got something for the people.
Hey, I'm only a quarter now.
All right. And last but not least, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Bring it back. Say it again. Say it again. Last but certainly not least, it's Fullo. Food. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who I am. He needs no introduction. We don't give him one anyway. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? It's me. It's Fullo. What announcements do I have? Look, man. Look. I appreciate all my boys being able to get together. You know what I'm saying? It's like bringing the family together. We've been working on this project for a couple of weeks. I appreciate everybody's commitment. Let's have a little drink to it. Steven, Woo,
Cheers.
all of
Hey,
y'all. Oh, boy, I thought you about to drink out of the fuel tank. I thought you about to
bro,
gas
I
up.
got a story about that.
And you know what I'm saying? Let's get it started. I'm
Man,
going to kick it over to Woo.
these fuel tanks ain't like they used to be, man. They put a whole bunch of gadgets inside, so it don't like pour prop. It was terrible, man.
Y'all
I,
know they use these gasoline tanks for
um,
actual gas? It's like it ruins the taste.
but yeah, everybody that's here, everybody that's gonna watch it, welcome to, I guess, the first episode of the album review club.
Hey.
Woo! Shouts out to everybody
Hey.
involved. And we've been playing with this idea for a little minute, and this is the first time we bringing it to y'all. Kind of something that we do amongst ourselves. That we've learned a lot about each other in the process, and it's kind of a fun thing to do. So, the first one, and I
He
was
getting
biased,
emotional.
I was biased,
He getting emotional.
and quite honestly, I didn't want to do it first, but because this is one of my favorite albums of all time. I'm not even gonna hold y'all on that.
That's
And
how I reeled
Jared
you in.
forced it.
That's how I reeled you in. He was like, I don't know if I want to do it. I was like, what if it's crumb juice? What if it's crumb juice?
We starting this thing off with a banger. We just doing Crunk, Juice, a Lil John and the mother. Eastside Boyz.
Look, man. Look. I'm gonna let Woo do his thing. But if we passing around on how we feel or how this album made us feel when it came out, I just remember this album detonated. This album detonated on the culture. It's like people lost their minds when this album came out.
All right, so before we get it popping, I'm gonna give y'all a quick little rundown, some of the stats from it. Uh, made in 2004, November. So at the end of it's the fifth album and the final album by Lil Jon and Eastside Boyz. It went 2 times platinum, but
Double.
it only peaked number 2 on the R&B and hip hop charts.
Only.
It was led with 3 singles, which are "What You Gonna Do," "Lovers and Friends," Which one?
Mhm.
Which gold? And real nigga roll call.
Hey, yo, that charted?
It,
Yeah. Well, it was a
Yeah,
single.
yeah.
with charting is kind of.
Yo, that song charting is wild. That is wild. That is wild. That song that
But
charted.
I'm gonna go real quick and get out the way. Because I don't want no problems with this one. I'm gonna throw my flag whenever I got to. I'm just gonna stand to the side because hey, off the rip, I'm giving it an A plus. So I actually want I want to throw it over to Kofi because me and him was having some good conversation this week. And
All right.
we started realizing a lot about all this, and we started putting connecting to some things. So cheese, what you got, boy?
Uh, Listen, man. I don't know if I give it an A plus. I would. I don't know if I give it an A plus, but I think I do. There's a lot of tracks I went back to that I didn't listen to way back when that I appreciate a lot more now. I probably give it more like a.
Hey, yo, don't bust that
Yeah,
just yet.
yeah. Don't do
What,
that.
what,
Oh,
what are
oh,
you, wait,
okay.
what are your
We
like? What are
niggas
your
will get
highlights? Like you went back and you were like, all right.
Um, I mean, obviously, the singles from it, like you said, those obviously definitely stood out. Those were bangers back in the day, still bangers now. What you gonna do is always gonna be a banger. Lovers and Friends is a classic.
clap.
Mhm.
They named
Every
the
time all
whole
three of them are hit.
festival after it. They named
Honestly,
the whole
honestly.
festival after it.
Um, Listen, the blow was a solid one I slept on way back when. That's one
Da,
I
da,
definitely.
da, da.
The beat goes super
Yeah.
hard.
Yo, thought it was a church hymn the second time I heard it. I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to stop playing this song.
If I had to pick some low points,
Hold on. Justin, what you like about it?
I mean, honestly, I did like the blow. I like what you gonna do. I really liked One Night Stand, man. That
ooh,
song, like her
Okay,
voice, she
Surprise!
like. I'm not sure she's featured on the song, or she is, but she's fantastic. Like
okay.
that song said it. Like honestly, after the Chris Rock "Let's Be Friends" thing, which I always just skipped over the Chris Rock parts.
Always give over
Um,
the
yeah.
skits.
But Lovers and Friends into One Night Stand, it was like Lovers and Friends is like one side of it, and then One Night Stands like the other side. So it's like it's good for
Yeah, yeah,
both
yeah.
the fellas and the ladies. And I'm just like, I ain't got no problems with that. That's pretty dope.
One
and
Um,
it was to the point where like the album kind of slowed down for a little bit. Like Lovers and Friends marked that period, and then I was in the One Night Stand, then it was like that R. Kelly joint. The album kind of calmed down for a little bit for those next few joints.
yeah, and then there were some things that I'm not sure if we're going into the negative parts yet, but I mean, there were some songs that I'm like, man, if you just move those around, they probably would have hit better
all right,
Okay.
in the scheme of it.
all right.
But
We'll come back to
we'll
that.
come back to that.
Full up.
All right, man. Look, we're gonna keep it real simple. I'm gonna keep it real simple. Highlights. What you gonna do? The blow. The blow is actually like I'm not even gonna cap. The blow is like my favorite song off the album.
Mm.
I don't know why it hits like the way that it hits, but it's just like it's the beat, it's the like the way they're flowing on it. It's like everything. And then also, let me make sure before I say this. I want to make sure they got Gangsta Boo up there. R.I.P. Gangsta Boo. They got Gangsta Boo up there. And
Yeah.
if you're like, if you're tapped in, like I really, really, really mess with Gangsta Boo because Gangsta Boo had like several features over the past like 15, 20 years where it's just like the song wouldn't even be good without her up there. So that's how I felt like with the blow. Um, Stop Fucking With Me. Love that. Love the production by Rick
Mm,
Rubin. Shout out to Rick Rubin.
mm,
Lovers and Friends. Everyone loves Lovers and Friends. And to kind of touch on what 40 and Cheddar were talking about, the album does hit a malaise, but it's not like a pitfall. Like, it's not like, oh, this went off a cliff. It's just kind of like, man, this album starts first six, seven, eight songs so high and then you hit like this like regular period. Like okay, so basically the way they put this album together was we're gonna hit them with back to back to back to back to back, and then we're gonna level it out. And then I thought the composition really stood out because Stick That Thing Out with Pharrell was a solid peak up to grand finale. Because, like, if you think about it, any of the other songs before that, if they had led into grand finale, it wouldn't have worked. I thought Stick That Thing Out went into grand finale. Then grand finale, little pause on the play. Little pause on the play. People give you a little insight into Fullo, right? I love Jadakiss, right? And so I'm listening to Grand Finale. You know what I'm saying? Okay, they're doing okay. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing too bad. Bun B, all right, bet. And then Jada get up there. As soon as I heard that, Jadakiss, aka the original Pop Smoke, like just that raspy ass, like disgusting New York voice. I was like, oh, now we're going off, and then it took off. So it's like the album is like, for me, it's like it's only like 4 or 5 low points.
I
Every song doesn't hit, but it's only like 4 or 5 low points. But I feel like the low points made sense. You can't have an album full of bangers. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that no more. Come on now. Who you think you are, Usher?
Wait, real quick for the record. I didn't mean that like those songs weren't that great. I just meant like the vibe slows down. Like you get slower songs or whatever. That's what I meant. Not like
check.
Yeah.
Also,
so the reason why I love this album is because I feel like it touches on everything you kind of want from an album, especially if it's from like a certain style. And with Lil Jon and Eastside Boyz, sometimes their style can be kind of overwhelming to a lot of it. You're like, all right, this is getting repetitive. We crunk on every song. Like even with this, it touches every single aspect when it comes to, I guess, black music.
Nice.
You
True.
you got the drug songs, you got the pimping songs, you got the song for the ladies, you got a song by the ladies. It's like, man, and then you ended off with what I feel like it's probably one of the best exits to a song ever. And then to top that off, you get China White phone call at the end of it. Oh, come on now. But not only that, they like digging in and looking at this album, they also feature a lot of people that Lil Jon and the Eastside Boyz did a whole bunch of work with, and they put every single one of them up here from Lil Scrappy, Trillville, Gangsta Boo, Pimpin'
Sugar free.
yeah.
Which
T.I.
once again, sugar
like
free is kind of like Gangsta Boo, where if you tapped in, if you really tapped in, like you know who Sugar Free is, you're like, yo, how did he get on this album? You can't have an album that even mentions pimping without having Sugar Free in there.
Yeah, and even then, you got a rock album with an R&B album with a whole bunch of yelling and jumping, drug talk in between. And you ended off with
Bo Hagen phone call, stand up. That's what I'm talking
ended
about.
off
See,
for
you
the
know,
most
Get
lyrical,
off the
if you
phone,
tapped
man.
in,
but but
look, bro.
but to start off, what we don't care about the Chris Rock. Some of those skits were a little just like
I think Skip
them.
General's it's a
Just was a
dated
little
thing.
like out of pocket sometimes.
Uh-oh. What's this I see in the chat? Flag on the play.
Yo, but
Flag on the play. Okay, so here's the
hold
deal.
on, it's fine. That's
Here's the deal.
fine.
So just for everybody in the chat, for all future references, for everything, right? Flag on the play means, hey man, I'm gonna let you cook, but I gotta stop you real fast. Look, man, Chris Rock, top 5 greatest comedian of all time.
I want to be your
It may have seemed weird. It may have seemed weird and misplaced. It worked. It worked. I don't know what you tell me. It
Flag,
worked, bro.
flag.
Especially
Completely
when you're going through
disagree.
the album. It
flag.
No,
works.
Flag.
nah,
Oh,
completely disagree. Flag on
reverse
that one, man.
flag. Reverse
Go ahead.
flag.
We're just gonna have infinite flags on this Chris Rock shit. No, here's the problem, right? Oski Skeet sampled the Dave Chappelle skit, right?
Okay.
And that shit fit. Like the Dave Chappelle skit fit completely. And then Chris Rock keeps coming in, going like, "Hey, I'm out here, I'm partying," and I'm like, "Chris Rock, just go back to Grown Ups 2, man. Like, I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to acknowledge your existence at this album." And every time he would come up, I just go, "All right, well now Chris Rock's part of the party," and he just ruined the party. He just ruined it every time.
Oh, wow.
And then Dave Chappelle came out, and then Dave Chappelle was like, "Don't worry, Chris Rock's no longer doing he's the starting act. I'm here to finish it out." And I go, "You know what, Dave Chappelle? I'm starting to enjoy this album again. Thank you so much. I appreciate you."
So here's the deal. I'm not trying to be controversial, but this is the type of
Hold on.
comments. These are the type of comments that make me be like, he's mixed.
Okay, what would you really take Chris Rock over Dave Chappelle. That's what I'm saying.
In 2003, he had just made Head of State, so
Boom,
That's what I was
Chris
about to say. No, nowhere near
boom,
grown ups too.
boom. See,
Hey,
most these people don't
I
know.
supposed
God,
hey.
to Pootie
sorry.
Tang.
All right, man. All right,
Joseph
man.
Jones was good. I like that.
But no, pass it back to Woo. My bad. I just had to throw a flag on the play because
Well,
I felt the energy. I didn't even hear your whole opinion. I felt the energy kind
man,
of shift in the room. I was like, hold on.
we're gonna keep on the Fullo last. Shut up with you.
Like low points, man. Listen, man. I really didn't like "Stop Fucking with Me." I felt like that would have been better as maybe like a skit, like a whole 6 minute song. Was a bit much.
Okay. Fair.
There's another one that I felt like would have been better as a skit too. I can't remember, but no. Yeah, I felt like that one would have been much better as a skit. I felt like Contract. I didn't really care too much for that joint.
I give
that is
you that.
that is.
I give you that. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Hold on!
I I love Contract, but you know that's one of those songs you definitely can't play out loud.
I think the only thing I give reason why I give Contract, I guess, some credit is because he threw some of those Trillville dudes up there. I guess it was him trying to give him some credit on like his album, on his magnum opus. Like, you know what? Let me give y'all some more shine and
He
try to
had
get you guys out there.
Faye up there
Yo,
too.
Yeah, yeah.
They was going in.
yo, one thing about this review club, bro, this will let you know, like, it's like my opinion of like Cheddar doesn't change. You know what I'm saying? I gotta drop this in there somewhere. We're just like, word.
But
Okay, hold on.
yeah.
Pause. We gotta address something in the comments. I'm gonna read it off. DK Murphy 92.
Hey,
Pure comedy.
hey, hold on.
What?
I don't even see comments on my joint.
Shouts out to him. That's my G,
Hey
man.
man.
Shouts out to
Hey,
him.
he everybody got. He
Shouts out to
everybody
him.
got.
Whatever you gotta say, whatever you
However,
gotta say, I'm defending it. I don't care.
whatever he says, if DK Murphy don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you either. Nah,
Facts.
man, look, I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with
Facts.
you, man. DK Murphy, you got a flag on your play, big guy. Pure comedy. Here's the comment. Chris Rock ain't got shit on Dave. Feature films, Dave can't touch Chris. Controversial opinion.
No, I mean, that doesn't sound very controversial.
Okay,
That sounds about right.
so
How many
here's the deal.
how many feature films does Dave Chappelle
I
have?
don't disagree. I don't disagree with the
You got
whole comment. He's right. But when someone says something like he ain't got shit on so and so, it makes it sound like the gap is super far. Personally, I feel like Dave is number one all time. Chris is like top five. So I feel like the gap is crazy. I just feel like, yeah, Dave's better than Chris. Now, the comment though is correct. Like Chris, stand up. Dave's out of
all
this
right,
world. Chris has
man.
moments.
All right, back to it. Back to it.
I had to look, man. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? You know what I'm saying? I had to stop it. Unfortunately, that means I
When
use
Chris
up all
Rock
my
got
flags
slapped,
for
did
the
it hurt you
entire
the most,
football.
Jared? Did it hurt you the most, Fullo? Huh?
Shoot, I had to address it.
Damn. All right, Kobe, go ahead.
All right.
Was it
I
me?
don't know.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
don't
Go
know,
ahead,
man.
Chad.
Oh, you know what? I'm kind of torn on "Stick That Thing Out" too, because I felt
Yes,
like
he's up.
it was straight, but like, I mean, I enjoy seeing Lil Jon and Pharrell kind of, mixing and matching, two
Factual,
major, massive
factual,
producers putting
factual.
their, yeah, but like, I didn't care too much for it on the album. Especially with Grand Finale right after. I know you said you like the transition from that joint into that, but like, nah, man, I wasn't a big fan of that. Something else I want to mention too, just thinking about how like a lot of especially the beginning of the album, right? A lot of those songs really lead into each other really well. Like the
True,
last couple
true.
seconds,
Big facts.
which something you don't see on albums nowadays, at least now that I think about it. And it's like times where the transition didn't fit in that well. I think where he threw in the skits to like do a different kind of transition. So it's like
Okay.
it's a complete thing. I just want to bring that as a little point. I
No,
want to
this
bring
is a solid point. That's a solid point. The transitions, like the songs at the beginning, were like hot, but you're right. The transitions, it kind of like boosted.
well,
It's kind of like the album felt like it was building for like 6 or 7 songs. And you're just like, yo,
yeah,
we already started off on fire.
yeah.
Factual.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why is that disrespectful?
I just know Fullo about to go off on something.
Hey, it's 40's turn first. It's 40's turn first, and then, you know.
All right. So I'm going to have to preface this by saying that there's a lot of songs that are on this that when it goes over 5 minutes specifically, I'm like, it's too long. However, in a live setting, when they're going live and they got the crowd around them,
Yeah.
it could go 10 minutes because people are just going to be hyped up. Everyone's going to be talking to each other. So, like, that's fine. It's just in an album, after a while, you just go like, all right, I'm tired. Like, I'm too hyped up now. I got to come back down. Like, it was like what?
My fault. I feel like we all can agree that Stop Fucking With Me kind of drug out.
That's what I'm saying, man.
The only thing that I liked about that song, truly,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. It should have been 6 minutes.
6 minutes is tough, especially when there's no like features or anything. And also, they're sampling a song from Raining. They're doing like that guitar sample is from Slayer's "Raining Blood," which I really appreciated for the first 3 minutes of it. And then after you hear it for 6 minutes, you're like, all right, man, this is a lot of metal. Like it's a lot of metal. And I understand he might just be upset and he needs 6 minutes to talk about it. If Lil Jon has to do that, that's cool with me. But I don't like Contract. Every time I heard Contract, I'm just like, I'm good. I don't want to, like, I just can skip that. I get right to E40's chopping, and I'm fine with it.
It's a real pimping song, bro.
Yeah, but like the problem is, Contract is right after the blow. So whatever's after the blow is going to have a hard time because of how good that song is.
Which strategically, kind of smart to put probably debatably the worst song on the album after the blow. It's kind of like a strategic move.
I'm trying to fire, man. Come on.
Also,
wait, Justin. Wait, not Justin. 40. Do you want to tell him? Or do you want me? Oh no, he threw one.
Oh no, flag on the play.
Contract fire, man. From the words to Ramley having Jazzy Faye and Trillville. Come on, man. With pimping Ken.net. Come on, man.
I like who he brought in, right? But the song as a whole, it just felt like such a change up, and I'm like, man, the blow was so good, and then like E40's chop, like it goes like it's a very weird like roller coaster ride where you just go like all the way to the top. And granted, there's only so much, but the drop was weird. White Meat, I really liked the entire time, and when it went right from White Meat to Stop Fucking With Me, it was perfect. But then the Chris Rock skit killed it. I was like, all right, well, I'm done. And then it goes right to Lovers and Friends, right? One Night Stand, and then Off Ski Ski. Here's the problem with Off Ski Ski.
That's enough. My bad, real quick.
Swear to God, it's because he's mixed. Go ahead. You'll hear the cookout anthem that All Ski Ski is.
All right,
but go ahead.
Off Ski Ski. The problem I have with that song is because it's not separated with the Dave Chappelle skit that's associated. So you have to then listen to the song. And since I don't mess with it, I'm forced to have to listen to the Dave Chappelle skit and go, haha, that's a funny ass skit. And then it goes right to the song that I don't really like. And it makes it even that much worse. And it's the problem of a song being too long because it gets the point across 2 minutes in. Like 2 minutes done, cool. We're right into like
4:45.
And then also, here's the other problem. All Ski Ski comes in at the worst spot. I'm sorry for doing this. It is in the worst position. It's right after One Night Stand, and it's before Chris Rock's terrible ass skits. So
wait, Justin. To be fair, usually ski at the end of a One Night Stand.
Hey, But hear me out. The reason why it's so bad is okay. Imagine if you just say this, but like technically, if you were to go with that analogy, right? You have to hear Chris Rock right afterwards, which is going to be the worst thing. He's knocking at your door going like, we're in the club. It's like, come on, man, dude. I just want to chill. I want to go in I want some R&R. And then Chris Rock's talking.
Yo, finish up 40. I'm about to fly on y'all.
And then
I'll let you and Cheddar go off. I'm about to
I'll be honest. They threw so much Chris Rock stuff at the end that like the rest of the songs, even though I liked them, like I love when Yin Yang Twins is featured. I love when Luda's featured. I love when like Grand Finale has featured like a lot of cats that I mess with. The problem is that there's so much Chris Rock that I get tapped out of the album. I ain't gonna lie, because he just pisses me off. He just starts talking. I'm just like, bro, I just don't want to hear it. But other than that,
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Which skit do you prefer? Chris Rock in the club or Chris
Not in
Rock?
the club.
No, no, no,
In the
no,
club,
no, no.
in
Wait,
the
wait,
club,
Take
whoa,
2 to
whoa.
3
showers in the
minutes.
club.
Let him finish. Cause
No,
We go to
he get
church in the
all this.
club.
Let him finish. Let him resolve his conclusion in peace. I want to slide on him. Pause.
No, but like straight up, definitely not in the club. I couldn't do in the club ever. Like that's so oh my god.
you're
Like let's be friends is fine because it's just 9 seconds. You just hear it for a little bit. You're like, all right, cool, Chris Rock. Now get out of here. And then Chris Rock comes back after you've already like started to go and enjoy the album again. Chris Rock's like, guess what? I'm back here. I get paid for this, and I'm like, come on, man, please, just get away.
he
I'd rather have Little John do skits. It's more interesting.
what?
I,
Alright,
I.
yeah, he looking real uncomfortable. So
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Nah,
let's,
whoa.
nah,
let's
Wait, wait, hold
make
on, hold
space
on,
for him.
hold on, hold on. Are
hold on.
you
Do I need to
finished or
do
are
I need
you
to give a
done?
rate?
Oh, now-
Are you finished or are
okay,
you done?
let this
Hold
guy.
on, do I have to go and give the rating?
Hold on.
Not yet, not
Hold on.
yet, not yet.
Okay,
Are you
okay, then
finished
I'm good.
or are you done?
Everything else on this album I can listen to again, but that stuff that I pointed out, that's not it.
Woo, woo. 2013, 2012, Dwayne Wade. Throw it up. Throw it up. Throw it up.
Throw
Man,
it up.
Nah, look,
Throw it
so
up.
first of all, here's what we're not gonna fucking do. We're not gonna act like Chris Rock on this album. Oh my god, it's just so much Chris Rock. I don't know what to do. This man had a total of hold on, let me put my shades on. Let me put my reading
Good
glasses
shit,
on.
DK.
This shit had a total of like a minute and 20 seconds on an hour long album. You all here talking about Chris Rock. I can't listen to the album
And you
no
know what?
more.
That minute
It's
took
just
a
so
grade
much.
off that album for me.
I'll let you cook. I'll let you finish. All right. Now it's time for you to get all these bars. All right. So look, so here's the deal. Here's my problem. First of all, if you want to shit on contract, yes, everyone but Wu thinks contract. You could have left it off the album.
sign
You know what I'm
your name on the dotted line
saying?
on the leaf.
You could have passed the contract. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what did Magic Johnson do? No, that's like get out of here. But to act like so here's the malaise in the album where the album just kind of like levels out. I felt like that was the perfect place to put the Chris Rock skits because they wouldn't have fit at the beginning. So it's like a very like we're transitioning. These songs are not hit makers, not bops, nothing like that. Whatever. This is gonna like basically like carry us to the end of the grand finale.
Valid point.
That's why the Chris Rock skits again the longest one. Hold on, woo,
It,
pass me my glasses.
it
Thank
was
you, sir.
most
Look.
of them trash.
This jump, the longest Chris Rock skit was 30 seconds.
Too,
No, it
Hey,
wasn't.
You
Wait,
can't
was it?
hang on. You
Oh,
can't hang
yeah.
on for 30 seconds. Word.
Yeah.
You can't hang on. That's why you single. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're
hey,
going there.
hold
That's
on,
why
hold on, hold on, hold on.
because you
Flag
got
on,
like
flag on,
30
flag
I
on.
feel
seconds.
like
You said it's 33 seconds, but when you listen to it, it's about 2 hours because that thing sucks. In the club, he keeps going. He had his point across like the
You know
first
what?
5 seconds. I
You
was
know
like,
what?
cool,
You know
Chris Rock,
what?
we're good. We understand it.
I already gave
Kept
you the
going.
bars. I'll give you my low lights. Contract. Low light.
Agreed.
I
Agreed.
thought in retrospect.
every single time, every single time, man.
Wait. I'm
Hold on,
mad. I'm
hold on.
mad.
Time out,
Wu
time out.
keeps throwing the
Flag on
flag.
his flag. There's too many
I'm
flags. There's too
mad.
many
Wu
flags
keeps throwing
flying.
the flag on the same song. Man, y'all
Nah,
gonna stop
nah,
hating on contract.
I threw the flag for a different reason, man. Hey,
All
yo,
right, what's
shout out
up?
to Money Mitch Gaming, bro. Like, shout out to KD, man. He doing this thing over there, man. And no, I ain't getting no cup, nigga. All right, go ahead, man. Keep disrespecting the contract, man.
Yo, wait. First of all, hear me out. I will give y'all like I'm not gonna do every single song, but Crunk Juice, boom. Kid Crunk, boom. What you gonna do? Boom. Real nigga roll call, boom. Bo
Who's
Hagen's
booming?
phone call,
Boom,
underrated.
boom,
Yeah,
Underrated.
boom.
yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I don't exactly understand why Bo Hagen's phone call works. I can listen to it all day. I can listen to it all day. Like
You
I
know
don't know
what?
why it works. It worked. Contract after the
Boom,
blow.
boom.
This woo. This is what you gotta understand. It's not just contract by itself. It's contract after the blow. Come on
I,
now.
Yep.
If contract was a 5 or a 6, I'll even give you a little bit of credit. Let's say his contract was a 7. The Bulls like a 10.
oh, oh,
Shit might be 11. So we're going from an 11 to
So
a 7, shit kind of feels like a 4.
Yeah.
okay,
It kind of
Yeah.
feels like a 4 to me,
I'll
bro.
take that.
It's too much. It's too much. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But back on my original tip, was it? We haven't really talked about this, but so that little malaise and everything that happens in like towards like the second half of the album, we got to give. I haven't heard anybody shout out "Lovers and Friends," bro. Like "Lovers and Friends," bro. That's like
We
a
already said it's a classic.
legendary
Not much to say
bop.
about it.
Yeah.
You said
It's a
what?
classic. It's not much to say
Yeah,
about it.
but what I'm
There's not
saying
much
is
to say.
like think about how you would view the second half of this album if that song wasn't up there. Think about that. You would have like a gap of like 9 songs where you're just like, eh. But Lovers and Friends is like a legendary bop in the middle of the album. Hey, y'all keep listening. We got 6, 7 more songs. Y'all gonna be good. It's. I thought one thing that's underrated about this album because sometimes you listen to hip hop and you're thinking these like niggas is just throwing songs up there. This album composition is genius. This composition is genius. We're gonna give y'all 7 head knockers off top. We're gonna have some skits in here. We're gonna have an R&B bop in the middle of the album. We're gonna end on grand finale, and we're gonna have like the malaise on the second half of the album. That's genius, bro. Shout out to Get Crunk. Shout out to Get Crunk. Shout out to Crunk Juice. Classic album.
Question for
Let's
you.
get to the rating.
Hold on. Question. Because of the compilation of how the album was made, do you think Lovers and Friends is more appealing to like the ladies, and then One Night Stand is appealing to the fellas, right? Right.
Nigga, it's
But then here's
literally
the problem
called
I
Lovers and
have, right?
Friends, and it's a love
And get
song.
you
It's
know, but hear me
literally
out. Hear me
Wait,
out. Hear me
wait,
out.
what?
Hear me out. Hear me
Let
out.
me, let me ask
Hear
you a
me out.
different question. Do you feel like Drake early in his career was more targeted towards the ladies? Yes,
Oh,
Justin.
but
Yes.
here. If he's targeted, and this album is, as you said, properly conceived, why'd they put Chris Rock right before it? I just want you to explain
Yo,
that to
Hold
me.
on,
Woo,
hold on, hold
go
on.
ahead. Woo, go ahead.
So, so
There's some
in
friendships
my
that are
defense,
getting kind of tossed around
in,
right now.
in my defense, that's my favorite Chris Rock skit up here. Is right before Love's Affair.
Boom.
Because I
You
mean,
could
Boom.
if
have
you set
Luda
it up right,
or Usher just do that, it would have been fine. If Luda
Boom.
and Usher had taken that skit, it would have been fine.
um,
If they had done this skit,
but side
Specifically,
note,
Luda. Luda could have done it. Luda could have done that skit and just took Chris Rock off of it,
girl, fucking you in
and it
the
would have just been a
ass.
perfect intro.
Lulu.
Whoa, hold on. Uh-oh. We're about to get to the ratings, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just tuning in, we've had a great album review so far. 30 minutes going strong. Thanks for everybody who's tuned in. I knew this was gonna happen before he's gonna say something that we all gonna be like, huh? What? First of all, you can like Ludacris. Ain't nobody saying you can't like Ludacris,
I
but
don't know. It sounds like
we're not about to act like he wasn't carried on every single song that he's featured on this album. Let's not act like Ludacris ain't
He's only
make
on
any of these
one song
songs that
on
he
this
was on.
album.
Ludacris ain't make
he
any
was on
of
In the
these
Club
songs that he
and
was
Lovers
on.
and
I
Friends.
said it. I said it. Luda didn't make none of these songs that he was on.
He's only
Straight up.
on one song.
He's also on Grand
He's in
Finale.
two.
he
He's in
He was
three.
not on grand finale.
ain't on
No, he's
T.I.
in two. He's in two.
He's in two. He's in two though. Oh, he's in the club with R. Kelly. Hey, Paul.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
yo,
yeah,
Paul.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
wait, wait. Hold on. So let's look at this in this general scope. This is
we did
2003,
been
2004. Ludacris at the height of his powers. You're featured on Lil Jon, the Eastside Boys. You got like one banger where it's just like, your verse is straight. You don't make a song. And then you feature on a song that most people don't even know is on the album with R. Kelly. So you're not going to sit here and ride Ludacris and be like, hey, man, if Ludacris had done
Well, all
Chris
right.
Rock skits, it would have been amazing. No. How about this? I'm going to say something controversial. You already know Fullo's going to pull one of these out. I don't even need Ludacris on this album.
Uh,
I don't even need Ludacris on this album. There you
nah,
go. I
hold on,
said it.
nah,
hold on.
I said it.
In
nah.
order
I feel like
in order to have
Atlanta niggas think differently. I feel
Like,
like if people from Atlanta would think a lot differently.
yeah, in order to have
yeah.
friends, you gotta have Ludacris.
This is 2004, man. There's no way you can't have Ludacris on this.
Wait. Even if I'm wrong about that, you could definitely have had this album without T.I.
Hey,
you
Honestly, I was
whoa,
surprised. I was surprised he was
whoa.
on the grand finale. But then you gotta think about because I think because
also,
Lil Jon did some
also,
production
who
on his first
set
album.
T.I. up to get killed? On grand finale, T.I. comes after Jada. All right. So we gonna put you on the topper's block.
Hey, So
Because someone got to go after
so,
Jada.
Isn't he after Jaden before Nas?
Yeah, he's after. That's the worst. That's the worst place to be
Could be
in
wrong.
like hip hop history. Let me go before Nas, but after Jada Kiss in the early 2000s.
but
let,
the
let
thing
me go
is,
ahead and not have to write any bars because I'm about to be forgotten anyway.
Exactly.
I got an idea
I refuse to
when
lose.
we get off.
Hmm? Go ahead.
But
Go ahead, Paul.
I feel like we it might get to the point where we might have a conversation about who got the best verse on songs. So hey, that's something
Jin
we
Yang.
get. Oh, we can drop like midweek or something. Who got the best verse on that song? 'Cause obviously Ice Cube do, but that's a that's a whole
Whoa.
different conversation.
Whoa.
Hey, real fast. Shout out to everybody who's watching. If you guys are tuned in, if you're able, drop your favorite song from the album, man. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah.
Drop your favorite song from the album in the comments, man.
Facts. And it's
And
easy to say.
explain to Pope why it's not contract, please. Y'all can do that for us. For every
Hey,
like we get,
he was like, but contract's good. No, he's
for every
not.
like we get, we'll go and send it to Little John so he can go and take Chris Rock off this album retroactively. Let's go ahead and get that petition started right now.
All right,
This guy, bro.
y'all already know what I gave it. I'm still giving it an A+. Classic album, classic in my book. Probably one of my top 5 albums. We'll get to that eventually, but A+ in my book. I'll give it a 99, and I'll take off one for Chris Rock.
Yo. Go ahead, Cheddar. It's on you, big dog.
I'll probably give it a solid B.
Oh, yo,
Maybe B plus.
hey, yo, somebody SWAT him in the comments. SWAT him in the comments.
Well, I'm saying, like, I mean, it's got a lot. It's got a lot of heavy hits. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like I don't know, man. All in all, Lil Jon did some solid production on it, but like, it's crunk music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's put you in a certain time period, put you in a certain place. But like, I guess in terms of the test of time, it's a phase. You know what I mean?
Woo!
Ultimately,
Oh,
ultimately,
Okay,
I'll give it
hey,
B plus. I'll bump it up to a B
hold on.
plus,
Cheddar, go
maybe a
ahead and
B
finish.
plus.
Go ahead and finish.
But you
Go
know,
ahead and finish. I'm just deleting you out of my phone. Hold on. Go ahead and finish. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm just delete your
oh,
contact info.
So you said B?
I'll give it a solid B plus. I'll give it a solid B plus.
So
It's on you.
I'll
It's
go
on
ahead.
you. 40.
Fullo, you want it or me? All right. So I thought I was gonna give it the lowest rating, and then Cheddar came out of nowhere with the assassination attempt. So I was surprised. I was like, okay, because like I did feel it was a B, but I felt like I couldn't give it a B only because the problem is the album's very clear as to what it is. So me taking stuff off of it is not really fair to the album, right? Because I was listening to it, I'm just like, I can't find a time to listen to this because if I have to go to work or get off work, I'm probably just too tired, which means that this album is just too much for me at those moments. So I couldn't find a time during the week to
It's
be like, let
because
me
he's
go ahead and
mad.
listen to it.
It's because he's mad.
But there's
It's
also,
because he's
but also, hold on. A thing that took off a grade was that some of the songs were very long. Where also since the album's so good, you can like if this album was shortened to like 40 minutes, you could rip through the whole album and then listen to it
what?
again, and you would like everything would be relatively new.
Come on,
If
man.
you went through the whole album, like what is it?
Hey, yo,
One Night
get your
Stand,
man.
Lovers and Friends.
Hey, Will, get your man, bro.
No, I'm saying like
Get your man,
What's the
bro.
grade, Brad? What's the grade?
so for me, it's gonna be a B plus, and that's being very friendly with it because One Night Stand was really good. One Night Stand was really good like that, and then Little John producing a lot of this was a pleasant surprise. Like I did not, I know that Little John's that dude, but I was
Uh,
super surprised about like the flow
I,
and those other songs.
Before you go into that, hey, I'm gonna go back to Cheddar real quick. Hey, Cheddar, give 40 a quick rundown of some of the conversation we had when I was down there
Boom.
about Lil Jon. Cause look, Kobe said the same thing. Kobe said the same thing about Lil Jon.
He
Why?
wait. Hold on. What did he say? That he was surprised?
He was
No.
surprised. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Kobe.
go ahead. No,
Go
because I
ahead.
mean, I made a mistake because I for a minute I was thinking about like the songs because I said I misspoke and said that Lil Jon didn't produce that much back in the
Hey,
day. Like he didn't have that many solid hits back in the
hope
day.
you didn't look at the credits. I hope you didn't look at the credits.
Come to find out, Lil Jon produced joints like what was it? Blow the Whistle with Lil Jon. I had no idea. There's a couple random West Coast bangers out there that completely caught me off guard. But he's got some hard work out there in these streets.
Yeah. Oh no, he's solidified, man. I think the features are crazy. The features are like everything's kind of like the people are in the right spot. Like you don't like Usher on Lovers and Friends is like a guarantee. I mean, like there's not really Ice Cube being on the roll call with like crazy. Little Scrappy being on What You Gonna Do. I have no problems. Like there's no. It's hard to get mad at the album unless you hear Chris Rock, and then it's just like you lose a point automatically. It goes from an A plus to a B plus right there, and then Dave Chappelle tried to save it, but Ski Ski the whole song itself was not that good. So Dave Chappelle just saved the song itself. That's it. So in my opinion, B
All right.
plus. I can listen
Yeah.
to it
All
again.
right, so just a review before it comes to me. All right, just a review before it comes to me. Woo, you gave it a what?
I gave it an A plus. Cheddar got a B. 40 got a B plus.
All right.
40 got a fake B plus. He really was giving like a C.
All right. So here's the. I'm about to give y'all the correct opinion. Woo, pass my glasses. Thank you. All right, so look, man, hear me out, bro. Hear me out.
Here you go, sir.
This album is
It
you
looks
don't
Morpheus.
become a classic without being a minimum of an A. Like a minimum. Like that's like the basement of a classic. This album is an A plus. And I'm gonna explain to you basic ass fuck niggas why. So hear me out. So here's why.
What's wrong?
So here's why. It's because the songs that hit, they don't just kind of hit.
Oh yeah,
They're amazing.
master.
They're like, it's not just like Real Nigga Roll Call is not just like a good song. It's like an amazing song. The Blow's not just like, oh, okay, I can throw this on the car. This song is like an amazing song. What You Gonna Do? Amazing song. Lovers and Friends, amazing. Like it's there. Since what did we say before? So the malaise at the latter part of
You
the
say
album.
Malays. I don't like the fact you say Malays. I feel like
Yeah.
that's
All right, I gotta change my score right quick. It's about to be a B minus. It's a B minus now.
The middling point or the fall off or the lackluster.
It's
There you
where
go.
the
You know what I'm
beat
saying? I had to
slows. The
bring
beat
out the
slow down.
vocabulary on y'all. I had to bring out the vocabulary on y'all. The lackluster or subpar latter half is not like bad songs. They're just not as good as the first half. So you have like A plus, A plus, A plus, A plus. And then the latter half of the album, you have like, okay, this is like a C, this is like a B, it's all right. The problem is, if y'all know anything about GPAs, hey man, an A plus, turn everything around. Hey, I could be doing pretty bad in this class. I get an A plus, we good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like passing, I might be able to pull this out. And that's how I feel about this album. Is just like, it's too much. It's too much. Someone said in the comments, hold on. Shout out T-Quan Brown. He said, man, it's a lot. That's this album. It's a lot, bro. I can't just give this album a B or a C. It's a lot, bro. Why you like this album? A lot of things. A lot of things, bro.
Shout out to Veronica Simone who said y'all wild because Jared, your comments are wild.
So all that to say, all that to say. A plus for me, man.
Hold on. Flag right quick. I need that whole review again, Fullo. And when I get that review again, I need it in Chinese. So go ahead.
Before we go anywhere, you know we got a shout out to the Juice. Shouts out to the Juice.
Big Juice. Shout out to Juice, you know what I'm saying? Juice has always supported us, you know what I'm saying? We love Apple Juice.
Our number one sponsor.
We love Apple Juice. Who don't love Apple Juice?
You can hear in the background. No comment.
Oh man.
But
man,
yo, Woo, send us home, big dog.
Man, with that said, this has been quite a wonderful thing, man. Hopefully we can keep going strong, and if we do hit a malaise,
Hey, yo. I'm teaching the
So mad at
public.
me.
I'm up here
Another
teaching
flag
the
was play.
public. You spin.
Man. So yeah, so shouts out. Y'all got any shouts out or anything
Hey,
for
I just
us?
want to give a big shout out to everybody who tuned in. If you tuned in partially, if you tuned in fully, shout out DK Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Coming through, sliding for us the whole goddamn live. I want to give a shout out to you guys for even being part of it, being consistent. A lot of this is going to be consistency, and I'm not gonna get like woo and get emotional in here, but I'm just gonna be like, look, bro, this is like I feel pretty good about this, bro. You know what I'm saying? This
Back.
I'm looking at the end of my cup. I'm just like, bro, I ain't turned this live, sideways. Y'all boys kept me in line, you man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I just gotta give a shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. However, last thing I'll say is this. Cheddar, giving this album a B plus is like that's like a mark on our friendship. It's just like
Listen,
we
I'm
feel
already.
like 13, 14, 15 years in, locked in. This is the first real mark where it's like, this thing ain't like Crunk.
No, okay.
It's like,
See,
yo,
what's
hey,
wrong with the
yo.
B? What's wrong with the B plus?
A B,
See,
a
this
B
is the
plus
same. This is
means
the
you
same
were
thing.
okay. That's what's wrong with it. Okay, hold on,
Oh,
We're gonna get to the little weeds a little bit. All right, hey, if you tune into the live, this is where we get a little
This
bit
is
of
just
the
like the
breakdown.
same
I'll
thing.
give you
The
breakdown.
All right, Judge Popu,
How do
time for
you look
recordings in
at
session.
how do you look at the student that got an A plus in your class, the valedictorian, and how do you look at the nigga that just passed? You know what I'm saying?
when
That's
does
the
the B plus
difference.
just pass?
what?
Hey,
When does the
Hey,
B plus just
Your Honor,
pass?
Your
Like,
Honor, my
a B
defendant,
plus is like
Cheddar.
a B plus in a class is basically saying, yeah, I got most of it, I just didn't get all of it. I don't like that.
Hold on, hold on,
I
hold on,
don't like
hold on,
that. You know
hold on,
what
Your
I'm
Honor.
saying?
I'm,
I don't really feel
I
that.
believe
I
the
don't like the energy
prosecutor
out
is treating the witness as hostile.
there.
The defendant, Cheddar, knew going into this
I know
album that
nothing.
Chris Rock was on the features, so automatically it could only go as high as a B plus. So in conclusion, it was a good
I want to
rating.
give it. I'll change my rating to A minus because I want to be on the same platform as Justin.
Oh, you know what?
Look at his whole
Well,
face.
you know what?
Chris
We're
Rock
gonna burn
face.
the whole courtroom down. It's gonna be a B solid. It's a solid B right now. Because contract just took another point off. How about
I'll
that?
be real with you, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm not trying to get controversial, political, and none of
Man,
that stuff.
forget all that. Kofi, you got any shout?
But for
Shout
the fact
outs
that
to
40 is mixed, feels like impacted this. Look, man, look,
anyway.
Kendrick set us on a weird
Anyway,
track this year.
yep.
Kendrick set us on a weird track this year where if you Canadian or if you mix, I look at you a little bit different. It's funny. I just want to say, woo, you don't find it
All
suspicious.
right, for those that
You don't find it
tuning in,
suspicious.
this
All right.
this nigga moved to the West Coast and he turned into Kendrick Lamar. All right, Chad, what you got for us, baby?
Shout out to Bando Stone in the New World. You know what I'm saying? That new Bino album that dropped yesterday, man.
I bet that gets an A plus from him. I bet that gets an A plus from him. Yeah. Look at it. I bet that gets an A plus. He's like, hey guys, have you heard of Childish Gambino?
All right, hey, 40, what you want to say to the folks?
Hey, I'm gonna shout out Little John, man. This
Hey,
he's underappreciated with the producing. Like when
Yeah, no,
when
yeah,
I
yeah.
started doing my research and started looking at Little John outside of like just him as a character of like just like that guy who says yeah and like it just always hypes up an album. His production's ridiculous. Like it's a shame that he like is he still in the game like that or is he
Yeah.
not? Like
Yeah.
He does a lot.
turned down for
No,
what?
he does a lot of
Turned down for
well, I
projects
mean
what?
now, and
But
yeah yeah
like,
but
bro,
like that's
he's so good that he basically made another group's career.
he's been making meditation albums for the past like 4 or 5 years.
Oh
really
my man, wait. Cheddar bomb, dropping it, boom. Go ahead, Cheddar. Wait, so he's been doing what?
He's dropping meditation videos for some reason for the past like 3 or 4 years.
I
I don't
got
know.
Oh my God.
You know what? It might have been from the pandemic. It might have been from the pandemic or something like that. And
All
you know
right.
what? My voice usually riles people up. I'm trying to rile people up into
Hey, yo.
such a peace place. I don't know.
did Little John have like a what is it? Not like a crew, but like you know how they all have
Eastside
like Def
Boys?
Jam records or something. Well, not that
Yeah,
that,
no,
but like
yeah. His record was BME. which I
What do you
didn't
mean?
even say what it stands for. But they had a shark. They had a shark with like some shit in its mouth, like an album in its mouth or
Hey,
something like
hey,
that.
shut up. What was his record? What was his click again?
Uh, Eastside Boys.
Baby click.
I don't know. Dun dun dun
I
dun
mean,
dun dun dun
but
dun
yeah,
dun
that's not.
dun dun dun.
Shout outs to like everybody that kind of helped produce our first podcast, aka Pope Wu, aka Fullo, aka Cheddar, and like all the support from each of our
Oh
families and
yeah,
stuff like
we
that. You
appreciate
know,
all of it, bro. Real talk,
it's
we
hard
appreciate
to
all of
take
it.
time out the busy day, you know, but we were able
Hell
to do
yeah!
it.
Hey, 40. What was Lil Jon's click again? Baby,
Dun dun
let's
dun dun
go.
dun dun
All
dun
right,
dun dun
send
dun
us
dun
home,
dun
big
dun dun
dog.
dun
Send us
dun
All
home, big
right, so
dog.
what's the next album we got on, and
Stop
what day
that
we
shit.
turning?
Let's go right
So
now.
next week,
Dun, dun.
I guess this week coming up, we still doing Sunday, right? Sunday at
Yes,
9.
it can.
I'm down with
Man,
that
tomorrow,
Are we locked
tomorrow.
in? Hey, are we locked in? Let's go.
what's the date for Sunday? Sunday the hold on.
It's
Let
like
me
he
see.
asking educational
Oh,
questions.
it's
Hold on, I didn't know we were getting a
the
pop quiz at the
28th,
end. Hold
28th.
on.
28th
On the
All
28th,
right, bet.
we gonna
of July.
go back here and we gonna do Good Kid, Man City.
Good kid, Mad
What
City.
you gonna do?
That's what we
What
Hey,
you gonna do?
we're gonna close the live with this. We're gonna close the live with this. We're doing Good Kid, Mad City next Sunday. And guess Kendrick won the beat. He won the beat before it even started. We're not gonna get into that until next Sunday. But he won the beat before we started. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's starting the
Hold
controversy in the
on.
chat.
Hold on. Will you hear that?
if
The superpowers
if
getting
not,
neutralized. I can only. Let's go. Stop
but
playing with me, man.
hey yo, we
Hey,
everybody that came in showed us love. Continue
hey,
to and show us some love.
spread the word. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. We appreciate this
And,
shit, bro.
and
Educate
we
Tell your
kids, hide your
lovers and friends.
and then we put this up. Follow me, subscribe,
Tell me again.
notifications.
Hell yeah. Thank everybody. We'll see you guys next weekend, man.
Peace.